Please deposit another 25 credits.
It's good passe, and who knows how long it'll be around.
Some cheese, some cheese. Tell me, Citizen Shim, have you hired fighters for us or statues?
Don't worry, Sultan. They have stage fright.
That's it?
Pure strain sectors number 3, 5, and 7 are experiencing a temporary blackout. Inside sources point to labor malfunction as the cause. That's pure strain sectors number 3, 5, and 7. The problem should be corrected shortly. Hosting a battle this week, the leaders of last month and quite reasonably priced.
May I see your pass, citizen?
Should contact Citizen Dent at the Civilian Defense Theatrical Supply House.
Thank you very much. You realize you are entering a high radiation zone. The municipality will not be responsible for any damage or radiation sickness incurred. Do you understand this? Good. Thank you very much.
It seems that congratulations are in order for Sultan Cathode. 2 of his fellows have just given birth to a pure strain baby. These recent additions are number 48 and 49 for the Magma group. The radiation levels are up another 23 rads today. So if you're planning on going out, be sure to wear your vesting and take lots of iodine. That's the news from the Civilian Defense Voices of America, protecting the people and the pure strain world.
Citizen Shim, we're honored by your presence. My table ready? Yes, of course.
I get something out of it, friend.
Citizens of the state, welcome to the Beastiary and our world-renowned Muty Menagerie. First up tonight, are a pair of performers who are quite close. In fact, you could say they're very attached. In fact, you could say they're Siamese twins. Won't you please give a big round of applause to the magical comedy team of Maximilian and Zygmunt?
maybe. You know? But that's it. Yeah. And you know, there's no safe. Life is no safe.
No.
You see, citizens, being joined at the lower intestines does have its drawbacks.
If he eats beans, I get gas.
Well, let me rectify that with just a simple operation. La papa zing zong zing, la za za zo zing, la za za zing. Sorry, Max. Chili for lunch.
Citizen Shim, delighted you could see us tonight.
Yes, this is my brother Max. I'm Zygmunt.
Yes, I know. I got your flyer. We will die for you. Understand, gentlemen, that I do deal in death and not gastronomic disturbances.
Yes, we understand. May we?
The question here is, why? I never get fighters that are so close. My gladiators meet on the night of the performance. Is there a private feud between you?
Oh, no. We're just sick of playing warm-up to Zelda, the monkey-faced girl.
You're a pure stranger. You can't imagine what it is to live like this. To walk down the street, be spit upon.
He gets spit upon a lot more than I do.
I don't book comedy.
Zig, citizen, this is no joke to us. We could go on living, performing, surviving, barely, as we are now. Do you know how much food it takes to feed us because of this thing? No. One of us deserves a chance at something better. Doesn't matter which one.
That's it. That's it. An act that exposes your love for one another and your need for death. You need that death to create a life for the survivor. What better motivation for gladiators? I can see the caption now. Brothers, willing to kill for a future or die for brotherly love. It will be the best performance of your and my careers.
It'll be the end of our careers, because once you're dead, you don't get booked again.
What does it say exactly?
The normal 5,000 credits for the survivor? No. You give me a great battle and I'll make it 8. Medical attention for the survivor? And an agreement for one death.
What if they ask for an encore?
I believe that you may imagine my pleasure finding out the citizenship. I would appreciate a call.
Greetings, Sultan Cathode. I trust all is well with you.
I'm afraid it isn't.
I'm sorry to hear that. What's the problem?
Your performance last night, it was abominable.
My apologies.
They took too long to fight and it was over in one blow.
I don't know what to say. Sometimes muties just don't have the constitution of pure strain humans.
I can't imagine what my guests must have thought. They had expected a night full of entertainment. I was horribly embarrassed.
Of course you won't be charged.
However, after you left, one of my guests told me something that did renew my spirit.
I'm glad.
Yeah. She suggested another theatrical agent. Apparently he's quite reliable, and his fee is somewhat lower than yours. Citizen Jocko. You know him.
Quite honestly, Sultan, I think you'd be very disappointed renting performance from him. Jocko's cheap, of course, because half his battles are faked. There's no real attempt to present quality, real suspense in his performances.
I see. Like your muties last night?
Fine, take my muties last night as an example. There was drama in that death.
Forgive me, citizen. It is time for my constitutional. Radiation levels are up another 23 revs.
Sir, please, wait. Allow me 3 words. Siamese twin gladiators.
Siamese twins?
They're already under contract. 2 for the price of 1.
Siamese twins, you say? That does sound intriguing. I'm holding a dinner party tomorrow night.
Consider them there.
Until tomorrow, citizen.
Thank you, Sultan. I'm very grateful.
All right, what's it gonna be?
Canned water.
Uh-huh.
The good stuff?
Yeah.
Nice.
All right.
And now, the star of our show. A woman who needs no introduction, just a leash. A lady whose reputation and tale precede her. She'll make you go bananas. That gorilla, my dreams. Won't you please give a big round of applause to Zelda, the monkey-faced girl.
My Citizen Shim, what a delightful surprise.
Jocko.
Really, I didn't expect to see you until tomorrow night.
I will not be here tomorrow night. I'm entertaining the Sultan.
Precisely my meaning. I too shall be joining you there.
I didn't think you had the stomach for my axe, Jocko.
Perhaps neither does the Sultan. Oh, dear me, I have made a faux pas. Since you are the Sultan's personal theatrical agent, naturally I assumed you were familiar with the arrangements for tomorrow. Perhaps he thought it might upset you if he told you.
Perhaps I'd rather hear him from you.
Perhaps you would. In the interests of professional courtesy, I shall tell you. I too am presenting an act tomorrow. Consider it a bid for the Sultan's contract. I suspect the Sultan is looking for some fresh blood. I don't see how you can tolerate the stench.
I like it.
You're not a well man, citizen. Until tomorrow.
You know that I don't rehearse my gladiators. You two have great potential. I want to work with you a little. I asked you this before. Why did you come to me?
So that we could sever this inhuman bond between...
That figures into it. But what is your real reason?
So we could sever this inhuman bond.
Yeah.
Nothing is stopping you from the way you're living. No, you're curious. Hell, isn't everybody? You want to look death straight in the eye and say, aha, that's it. it looks like. That's what it looks like.
You know, I was just telling that to Max this morning. I was saying, Max, what would it be like to look death right in the face? Would it be all bloody and slimy?
Well, yes, I suppose there's a little of that.
Thought so. I can tell. I can tell. You ever used a dagger before? Handle it. Get the feel of it. Now, tomorrow night's performance is mostly improv. But you should have a fine performance if you remember a few things. First, there is, before any death, a moment of tension. Play with it. If one of you is on the ground, kick, scream. This excites the audience and readies them for the finale. Oh, the finale. That is the most important. At the moment of death itself, the tension is broken. There's a sudden pause. And a moment of sweet, pure calm. This is what moves the audience. You're not listening to me.
Please excuse us, citizen. All we know is our own act.
You see, he's tragedy, and me? I'm comedy.
I thought you just wanted us to cut the two.
I do. But I do not want a cheap nightclub act. I want this to be special. I want you to do it right. Let me make this easier.
Citizen. Excuse us, citizen, but... Well, we have been considering tomorrow night's combat.
Yes, what's the problem?
Well, it has come to our attention that in some of your acts, you've been known to lose both performers.
Yes, that happened once. But the victor neglected to tell me he was a bleeder. I assume that's your only mutation?
Yes.
And there's no problem. I suggest you two go home and practice what I taught you.
Well, yes.
Is there something else?
Your iodine here. Iodine, sweet and pure, good citizens. Iodine, get your iodine here. Don't be a beauty. Iodine, get your iodine here. Iodine, right here, get your iodine here. Take the strain out of being a pure strain. Get your iodine here. Iodine here, get your iodine here. Come on, good citizens, sweet and clear. Get your iodine here. Take the strain out of being a pure strain. Get your iodine here.
Let me have it now. I need it. No.
My citizen Shim!
Chaco, you are trying to influence my gladiators. That is highly unprofessional.
Ah, yes, Sir Maximilian and Zygmunt. A pathetic case. Are they the best you could do? Care for some iodine, citizen? The radiation levels quite high today.
I thought it was act against act, Chaco. Undermining my performance takes away from the spirit of the game.
Nice, sir. I was merely briefing them on the details. It was all perfectly legal.
Legal? Legality is not the point.
But it is the point, citizen. You know, really, sometimes I question your motives for involvement in this business. Would you like to see my motives?
Your first lesson, Jocko. I like to see the fear in a man's eye. You see, I found that quite pleasant.
You're not a well-man, citizen. You're not a well-man.
I walked into the nursery and discovered my new actually fallen in my name of Joe. I went to Citizen Romano's party. Inspired a wonderful party. There was a revolt in the beauty section yesterday, but we put it down.
What Jones had done. Now Jonesy hang around me like a my woman and he left me in town. Now I wonder if anybody in here can tell me if they've seen old Joe.
So tell me, citizen, where did you acquire that injury?
Sultan, I was accosted brutally in the mutant section.
A mutie attacked you? Perhaps you could arrange his execution here next week.
I'd be delighted, but I'm afraid Citizen Shim was the honored culprit.
It was quite provoked, Sultan. I'm sorry for the fans, but I'm quite impatient with people who meddle in my art.
Citizen Jocko, were you meddling in Shim's art?
Well, certainly not. I was merely explaining to the twins that sometimes Citizen Shim promises more than... I don't have to explain to you. You've seen his performances.
You'd like to see my performances, Jocko. You have no insight to what they are at all, and that bothers you because I do. Well, Jocko, tonight is going to be your second lesson.
Jones, oh Jones, you better bring my woman back.
Well, it seems you two gentlemen have quite a score to settle.
I should say I have. Insulting me for a crowd of filthy mutants. Insulting me in the company of the Sultan. You have offended my personal honor. I demand retribution. Formal contract of death.
But you son of form, you took my gal and gone away.
Consider it a duel, if you will.
Anytime you call it, I'll be more than ready.
I'm gonna stand and take my butcher knife and chop you through and through. I'm gonna chop you into pieces.
Please, let me know when you do.
Sultan, you shall be the first that I call.
I'd hate to put a stop to this, but my guests grow weary. Shim, present your act.
With pleasure.
Jones, oh Jones.
You boys are going to be wonderful tonight. Citizens of the state, and our most cherished Sultan. Tonight, we are honored to have in our presence two unusual brothers from the mutie sector. I present before you Maximilian and Zygmunt, gladiators of uncommon merit, for unlike others, they fight for neither hatred nor greed, but out of brotherly love. Why? Why? Do you ask? Are these gentle brothers so willing to kill? so that one may lead a truly human existence.
Anytime you're ready.
Very dramatic.
Come on, kill somebody. We came here for a death, a battle. Get right.
You do it! This is your finest moment. Don't throw it away. Max. Look at me, Max. Do you see that woman sitting over there? What is she thinking?
I don't know.
I'll tell you, Max. Thought is the furthest thing from her mind. She's feeling. That's all. Feeling. That driving, gut-level animal instinct to kill. Think. What do you think the Sultan's thinking? He envies you. He wants to know what it's like to die. All these people, every one of them is sitting on the edge of their seats because of you. You will have the greatest empathy, connection with an audience that anybody has ever had. When you sever that connection between the two of you. And his performance. Can you disappoint your fans?
I don't care. We'll stay muted.
Max! Can you hear what you're saying? I know it's difficult. If it wasn't difficult, it wouldn't play so well.
Ugly! I want a show!
I also know this is what you want. I know what you need.
Ugly! Boring! That here!
You see, Jocko, it is a sport of passion.
Very well done.
A moment, Sultan. Unfortunately, citizen, it is also a business. One with a contract and prior commitments. And timing.
What is this? Max. Zig. Jocko. You want to do, you have a job.
God!
All right. Compromising position is something new.
And now, good citizens, Act 2. The death of a pure strain at the hands of treacherous mutants. Watch how we struggle.
Wait a minute.
You said just humiliate him. You didn't say anything about to kill in cold blood. I didn't see that anywhere in the contract.
Oh, it is not in our contract, but it is in your contract with Shim. Ah, here it is. This agreement calls for one death. Funny, but it doesn't say whose death. Yours, or Shim's.
Neither one, Jocko. I'm sure Shim will dissolve our contract, right, Shim?
Perhaps, but I will not dissolve ours. You see, if you let Shim free, then I shall be the one to be humiliated. That's hardly in keeping with your end of the bargain, now is it? And need I remind you that as mutants, breaking a legally binding contract...
The penalty is death.
Why, Citizen Shim, why so quiet? Is it possible, perchance, that you are petrified with fear?
It's all right, boys. Do it. Do it. It's okay. I won't struggle. Do it like I taught you. Strength through the handle. Strength in the grip. No, not the eyes. Now, Jocko, for your third lesson. Watch the eyes. The eyes. Watch them real
Please deposit another 25 credits.